Morning, everyone. According to my watch, it's 10 a.m. and I would like to call this County Commissioners meeting on March 4th, 2026 to order. And before I ask Veteran Don Bradley to come forward, I would like to point out that Commissioner Wheeler, unfortunately, is feeling under the weather, but she is, however, participating remotely, so she is listening in. And Veteran Don Bradley, could you please all rise and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You join me in our attitude of prayer. Gracious Creator, as the York County Commissioners gather today, we give thanks for the privilege of them as our elected leaders to serve our neighbors and our community. We ask for your wisdom to guide their deliberations today, for your compassion to fill their hearts, and for your strength to help them seek justice and fairness for all. You call us to generosity, hope, and unity. May these values inspire their decisions today and our interactions. Bless them with the ability to listen deeply, act kindly, and work together regardless of any differences. Let their choices today reflect your love and care for every resident of York County. We remember those in need and pray that our words and actions will offer comfort and support. May peace, goodwill, and purpose fill this chamber, and may their work today contribute to a brighter future for all. For these blessings and for your guidance, we humbly pray. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Kleindienst. All right. So may I have a motion to the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the February 18th, 2026 Board of Commissioners meeting as submitted.
Second?
Program. We call it RACP because it stands for the Redevelopment Capital Assistance Program. So we call it RACP. So the motion today, again, facilitates the Redevelopment Authority's ability to be a conduit grantee for the program, and the program conduit grantee for the program. And the program, just from a general standpoint, it's a matching program. So all of these projects have a RACP grant that also has an equal match to it as well. I'd be happy to entertain any questions that you might have.
Any questions?
No, I'm good.
Thank you,
Okay,
Kevin.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that concludes my portion.
Any questions for Mr. Dahl? Okay, moving on. Now we are at the time for public comment. Is there any members of the public that would like to address the board? Hearing and seeing none, we have 23 items under new business, and unless my colleagues would like to pull out and vote separately any items on the agenda, I move to adopt items 1 through 23 as listed.
I'll second the motion.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you. All right, moving on. Executive sessions. There were no executive sessions held since the last commissioner meeting. And under other business, we are privileged this morning to acknowledge the great work of the American Red Cross. And I would like to identify a couple of members that are in the audience representing the Red Cross. We have Jen Strayer and Sal Gadamez. Yep. Did I pronounce that correctly? Okay, thank you. And we do have a proclamation recognizing the month of March 2026 as the American Red Cross Month. And what I would like to do is read this into the record to acknowledge the great work that you do for the residents here in York County. Whereas we celebrate this up before there we go. whereas we celebrate American Red Cross Month by honoring our neighbors who make its humanitarian mission possible in York County. Every day, their acts of kindness change lives, bringing relief, comfort, and hope when help can't wait. This compassionate spirit runs deep in our community, just as it has for 145 years throughout the history of the American Red Cross. And whereas today, those who serve with the American Red Cross of Central Pennsylvania light the way during emergencies, whether it's delivering shelter, food and comfort after disasters, providing a safe, life-saving blood supply for the patients facing conditions like cancer treatments, childbirth, complications, and traumatic injuries, assisting military members, veterans, and their families with 24/7 global support, or empowering individuals with skills like first aid and CPR that save lives. And whereas this work uplifts our community and is truly made possible by those who selflessly answer the call to help whenever and wherever it is needed. And whereas these collective efforts are a powerful reminder that the strength of our community lies in our shared commitment to one another. As we mark the American Red Cross Month in 2026, let's celebrate our local heroes and resolve to continue lifting each other up so no one faces an emergency alone. And whereas we hereby recognize this month of March in honor of their remarkable service, and we ask everyone to join their commitment to care for one another. Now therefore, we, the Commissioners of York County, Pennsylvania, do hereby proclaim, signed by the County Commissioners. Thank you for the work that you do. Next up, we have a presentation. Ann, would you like to come forward?
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Ann Welker from the York County Planning Commission, and I'm pleased to be here to present the annual report for the Land Preservation Program for York County. I'm joined with colleagues from the Planning Commission and our friends from Fairmont National Land Trust and Ag Land Preserve Board, who both organizations serve a very important role in land protection and preservation efforts of the county. So to start, I'll take us back to 2020 when the Commissioners authorized the York County Open Space and Land Preservation Program. That provided dedicated funding on an annual basis to preserve and protect land in the county. The county comprehensive plan had set a goal to preserve or protect 2,500 acres per year, and we were falling far short of that. So the funding that was authorized by the Open Space and Land Preservation Program really helped to meet that goal and to preserve and protect land for our future. This is a quick glimpse of the last several years of land protection history in the county. Going back to when the program was authorized in 2020, you can see that we've met or exceeded that goal by protecting about 3,100 acres per year on average. So this just shows the information there. The green information is acres that were protected through the grant program, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about in a couple minutes. So our land protection partners are listed here, and these are the folks that are helping us to do the major work with preserving our land for future generations. Our Ag Land Preserve Board was preserving 1,209 acres this past year. Farm Natural Lands Trust, 407 acres. Our county park system, 308 total acres protected and preserved this year. And the grant program has 180 acres. The light blue piece of the pie, the 342, which is other, are projects that are municipal projects, other land protection projects, or park projects that have been acquired in the last year, or land that has been dedicated through a subdivision land development process on a plan. So that comprises the 342 acres of that last piece of the pie. So in addition to the land that our partners have protected. I wanted to highlight just some of their other major accomplishments for this year. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Our Ag Land Preserve Board celebrated its 50,000th acre celebration in August, which is very, very fantastic. Our friends at Farm Natural Lands Trust, in addition to their work with landowners and conservation easements, were able to conduct a series of meetings with landowners in the northern part of the county. Our southern and central part of the county are very rich in agricultural and land protection, and this is a very good effort to get the word out and to engage our northern neighbors to see the value in that. Our county parks, in addition to the two pretty significant acquisitions, one of which being the 258 acres in Fairview Township, which will serve as the county's 12th county park. They've also expanded Apollo Park by 50 acres. The Nixon Nature Center has been closed for several months for some very major upgrades, so we're looking forward to the reopening of that. That's always a favorite place of mine. Our Conservation District friends on the sides of studies and plans have done E&S studies on over 2,700 acres and manure management plans on over 1,500 acres. And us at the Planning Commission, in addition to administering this open space and land preservation program, we are in the process of updating the open space and trails component of the county comprehensive plan. Now I'd like to talk a little bit about the grant program, the voluntary grant program that is a portion of the open space and land preservation dedicated funds. Every year we offer a grant program that is open to York County municipalities, 501c3 organizations with an emphasis on land protection, natural resource preservation. And this year we were able to forward recommendations for funding for 3 projects. An acquisition project through the Lancaster Conservancy to conserve 180 acres called the Eagle View property in Chanceford Township, and their total grant amount was $300,000. Fairview Township received a planning grant in the amount of $25,000 to update their township zoning ordinance. And this is a good one for me to point out and to really spend a little bit more time on, because several years ago, the Fairview Township received a planning grant to update their comprehensive plan. So this is the next logical step to implement their municipal comprehensive plan by updating their township zoning ordinance. So this makes a planner very happy to see this series of events. And lastly, the Warrington Township submitted an application to update a portion of their municipal comprehensive plan, which focuses on ag protection and sustainability. So they'll be receiving a $12,000 grant through this program. The third arm of the Open Space and Land Preservation Grant Program is for improvements. And in 2022, the York County Commissioners have asked that the funding through the Act 13 Marcellus Shale be streamlined into the Open Space and Land Preservation Grant Program. So that serves as the third arm of this starting in 2020. So these funds can be used for acquisition, planning, and improvements, but because we're fortunate in our county to have county local dedicated funds for planning and acquisition, we focus our Marcellus Shale Legacy improvement funds on improvements to open space. So this gives a very quick glimpse of the projects that were funded in 2025. I will say that the county's allocation of Marcellus Shale Act 13 funds varies over the years based on a formula, but over the last several years, it's been anywhere between $330,000 to $350,000. This year we had $355,000 to allocate. We had grant applications that totaled $938,840.89. So there were some decisions that had to be made, difficult ones at that. The purpose and the goal of allocating these improvement funds are to make sure that projects are funded all around the county in a variety of types of projects, from low cost projects to a portion of funding in a grander project. In some cases, the project money for this starts and finishes a project, so that's nice to be able to give that boost of funding to our municipalities and 501c3s with project ideas. The nice thing about this funding for our municipal applicants and for our nonprofit applicants is the county commissioners are currently requiring no match for this. So this is excellent money to use to leverage funds with other sources. It's just a great resource to have available. This map, probably tiny for everyone in the audience to see, but this is our 5-year picture of what we've done with the funding so far. The green dots show the acquisition projects that are around the county, and I wanted to give, I have notes here, not exactly committed to memory on this one, so forgive me. Since 2020, we've had 17 grants for land acquisition, and they have protected land in 10 different municipalities. Also during that same time period, we've had 14 planning projects that have done work in 15 of our municipalities. So that is a fantastic representation of how the open space and land preservation funds benefit residents all around the county through a variety of acquisition, planning, and improvement projects. So again, this coming year, we'll be featuring another grant round that will open on July 1st. We offer a grants workshop to interested applicants in late summer. It's generally in August, and our applications are due in the end of September. Our Land Protection Committee reviews and evaluates the applications and makes recommendations for funding to the county commissioners, generally the first meeting in December, and all applicants are notified of success by the end of the calendar year. So we keep a very tight schedule. It's worked very well for us, and we're hoping that it remains as uncomplicated as it's been in the past. I would add that the grant workshop, we always work with DCNR with our colleagues there to see how our grants can supplement and leverage funds one to the other. And this past year, we had the opportunity to work with the York County Community Foundation. They sat in on the grant workshop and were able to offer some of their funds to supplement some of the projects that were awarded. I didn't mean to mention that, so I will go back because I think it's very important to announce that partnership and to share its success. Springersbury Township had submitted an application for improvements to Rockburn Park, and the Community Foundation was able to supplement that application with an award from the HON Fund to accommodate their accessible trail. Also in Newberry Township, Terry Dolan Park had submitted for some renovation and upgrades, and funding from the Community Foundation's Sustainable Energy Fund assisted the township in the purchase of some LED lighting for that project. So it's a nice opportunity for funding sources local to work together to benefit our applicants and our residents. So that is the summation of a very exciting program for me. I did provide to the commissioners a written report, a hard copy of the written report. The full annual report for the Open Space and Land Preservation Program is available at www.yorkopenspace.org. And I would encourage anyone who's interested to take a look. That gives us information on our partner agencies as well as the grant program in the past successes and looking forward. So.
Okay, we are now at the time for public comment. Is there anyone from the audience that would like to make public comment? Hearing and seeing.
Good morning. My name is Andrew. I'm a York County resident. Good morning. My name is Andrew. I'm a York County resident. I live just downtown over on King Street in York City. I'm here today to talk about JK Salvage and Spring Garden Township and the growing concern in this community about the risk associated with that facility. Over the past several years, there have been repeated incidents connected to that site that raise serious concerns about safety, environmental protection, and accountability. Most recently, the fire that burned just this past month. Sorry, a little out of breath. The fire that burned just this past month spread thick smoke across the area. Officials reported containers capable of holding hundreds of gallons of oil caught on fire. and all that oil was washed into the Codorus Creek. But the concerns about pollution did not begin just with that fire. Prior to that, environmental groups filed a lawsuit alleging that they'd been illegally dumping contaminants, including PFAS and other industrial chemicals, into the Codorus, known as forever chemicals that pollute waterways forever. There have also been longstanding concerns about how materials are handled at that site. They've been illegally storing hazardous materials since 2016. This is not the first time residents have been alarmed about what's happening at that property. So my daughter and her mom live about a quarter-mile away in Spring Garden Township, where there have been explosions that have sent debris rocketing into nearby homes. So the company has also faced litigation over workplace discrimination. So just basically the way this place operates has been a real concern to me for a long time. And I've been following a lot of discussions and talking with my neighbors in the community, and there's a strong feeling that allowing this place to operate the way they do, that our local officials have been putting commercial interests in front of the health and safety of our community. I know that the day of the fire, I was in East York with my daughter, and we could smell the smoke coming off of it. And I really wondered, is it safe for us to be outside right now? Is our environment safe? Is our community safe? And so I really urge you guys to make sure that there's some accountability and transparency in the way that the investigation into both this fire and into this business is handled going forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Sir,
you.
can I ask you to state your name again, because we didn't get you on the sign-in sheet?
Andrew Kimbrell,
Spell your last name?
Kimbrell.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else from the public that would like to make comment? Hearing and seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Thank you very much. We are adjourned. Now let's move into the salary board. So I will call the salary board meeting to order for the date of March 4th, 2026. And I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the February 18th, 2026 salary board meeting as submitted.
Second?
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. We are at the point in time for public comment for the salary board. Hearing and seeing none, we will move on to item number 4 on the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the positions, salaries, hours of work, and fringe benefits as provided by existing collective bargaining agreements or as set forth in the York County Employee Handbook or York County Policy Manual for the following departments and row offices as stated below, with no additional benefits or concessions unless otherwise noted, and there is listed in the agenda.
Second?
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. There were no executive sessions held since the last meeting. We are now at the point in time for public comment. Is there any public comment? Hearing and seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you. Moving on to the Elections Board. I call the Elections Board meeting to order for the date of March 4th, 2026. And is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the 2025 Board of Elections meeting and on January 21st, 2026 meeting as submitted.
Second? It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. I'll call upon Mr. Schaefer to give us an elections report from the director.
Good morning, Board. So I wanted to try something new this year, and beginning of the year to start letting the public know what the important dates are for the upcoming election. So there's 4 dates I really would like to highlight. The first one is March 10th. Any committee people running for Democratic or Republican committee person, your petition is due in my office, either downtown or at our East York location by 4:30. The last day to update, change, or to register for the election on May 19th is going to be May 4th. The last day to request a mail-in is going to be, a mail-in or an absentee ballot is May 12th. While you are legally allowed to request it on May 12th, we have been saying for years, and I want to stress this now, that if you request it on May 12th, we will get it out to you as quickly as possible. We have serious doubts that you will be able to mail it. We'll mail it to you, you receive it, vote it, and you mail it back to us in a week. If you wait till May 12th to request it, we're going to ask that you bring it into our office, or you can go to one of our 2 curbside service. And that's the last 2 dates I wanted to cover, May 9th and May 17th, Saturday, May 9th, and Sunday, May 17th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. out front of the Administration Center here and out front of our Pleasant Valley Road, East York office. We will have our secured ballot boxes, and I will have staff there. Please feel free to drive up. You can only drop off your ballot unless there's an ADA reason that you can't drop off your ballot. Then my office has forms, and they're also available at vote.pa.gov for somebody to drop off your ballot for you. But from 10 to 2, May 9th and May 17th, we have our curbside service out front of this building and our East York building. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, question for you, Brian. How are we advertising these dates?
They will be, when we get a little bit closer to the curbside service, we will get them up on our website, and we will get them on the county social media. As far as the registration and the last day to request a mail-in or absentee ballot, I know the State Department does a lot of press releases and they do a massive push. We'll get them up on our website as well, and we might be able to get them on social media as well to get word out there.
Okay, thank you. Any questions of Mr. Schaefer?
Nope, thank you.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much. I would like to report that we held an executive session on February 26, 2026, regarding matters of litigation.
Litigation concerning former locations.
We are now at the time for public comment. Is there any members of the public that would like to address the board? Hearing and seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'd like a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second, any discussion? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Thank you. Now we will move into a new committee, I will call it, new for York County. I will call to order the Registration Commission for the date of March 4, 2026. And at this point, I would like to open it up for public comment for any matters involving items on this morning's agenda. Hearing and seeing none, I will move into the election of officers. Now, this being a new registration committee, we have to organize, and that's the action that we are about to take. So we need to identify and elect a president, vice president, and appoint a chief clerk for administrative functionality. So under the president, I move to appoint President Commissioner Julie Wheeler as the president of the registration committee.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. Commissioner Hoke? It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, the ayes have it. Thank you. Moving into vice president.
I'll make a motion to appoint Commissioner Scott Burford as vice president of the registration commission.
I'll second that. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Thank you. Item number 4, the appointment of the chief clerk. I move to appoint Claire Dahl as the Chief Clerk of the Registration Committee.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you. All right, I'm going to move up the Director of Elections report on the agenda, and I would call upon Mr. Schaefer to just give us a report, and if you would, in the process of your report, could you help define the duties of the inspectors and the differences between the inspectors and the registrars?
Yes, so the inspectors of the Registration Commission, they have the power to investigate any voter registration issues. Meaning, if there is an allegation that there is fraud or that there's an issue, these are the people that would launch the investigation, conduct the investigation, and work with the Registration Commission on either holding a public hearing, referring the matter to the DA's office, whatever the appropriate next step is. Due to the power that this position has, we have restricted it to the chief clerk, myself as the director, and then my two deputies. Because I want the staff to focus on getting through registrations and getting people properly and accurately registered, we have had the rest of my team as registrars, meaning that they can only, their powers end at completing registrations.
The task.
Task, yes.
Okay.
So that's going to be the main difference, is the power to launch investigations. Inspectors can still conduct registration activities, so there's nothing stopping me by doing this from me processing registrations. The inspectors just have an extra level of authority if they need it.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else, Mr.
No, sir.
Any questions?
I just asked our solicitor, just looking at this is protocol to have people in the office being in these positions.
That is correct.
Thank you.
And it's been made very evident by problems that occurred in other counties in the last election.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Hearing no more questions, I move to appoint the inspectors of the Registration Commission and also the registrars as listed on this morning's agenda.
I'll second the motion.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? No? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Schaefer? Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. We had an executive session on February 26, 2026, to discuss matters of the creation and formation of the Registration Committee. And we are now at the point in time for any public comment. Is there any members of the public that would like to come forward and address the board? Hearing and seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second, any discussion? It's been properly moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you, folks, very much for your attention this morning, and be safe out there. It's still a little wet, so be careful. Thank you.
Yeah.